إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الحديث حديث محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ثم أما بعد Alhamdulillah, Allah has made it such that we are here today. I know very well, brothers, that we do not just come out for the last Friday, for the last Jummah in the year. Every Jummah, it is an obligation for us to come out and worship Allah, for us to come out and take part in hearing the khutbah, the Jummah khutbah, and taking part in the Salah every Friday. And we do not only worship Allah in the blessed month of Ramadan. Again, you have some Muslims, they only come out for the blessed month of Ramadan, and when Ramadan is finished, Islam gone. So again, do not just worship Allah and come out just because this is the last Jummah for the year. This is the last Friday for the year. You come out every Friday and you increase in your Iman. You increase in your deen. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. As we know, Sunday here is New Year's, inshallah. And we find many of the people, even some of the Muslims, holding on to the ways of the disbelievers. So they will see someone and say, all the best for the new year. But alhamdulillah, our religion is perfect such that when we meet each other, we greet with a perfect greeting of Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Or may Allah's peace be upon you. The peace of Allah be upon you. We greet each other with peace all the time. And here it is to note that when we greet each other with Assalamu alaikum, we are saying, may Allah protect you from all harm. May Allah protect you from all evil. May Allah grant you good, the good of peace. Because without peace, if there is no peace in the land, then what can we do? If the land is filled with war, how could we survive? How could we learn? How could we travel? So peace is something many of the people take for granted. So when we see our brother, we wish him safety and security from Allah, from all harm, from all hardships. So we do not only wait for the end of the year to say, all the best for the new year, best wishes. La, we have a greeting that we use as Muslims, and we need to learn and inculcate it in our lives. We don't just say Salam Alaikum as if we're just telling someone good morning. It has a deep meaning behind it, because you find time to time someone will call out, Salam alaikum. And then after that is gunshots following. We need to come out of that and understand, when you give someone salam, you are begging Allah to grant them peace, safety and security from all harm. That you want them to be free from your harm from anywhere else. Also, some of the Muslims starting to adopt, or they are adopting already, the New Year's resolution. So when we come down to the end of the year, the disbelievers, and in pagan times, they would take this opportunity to fool themselves. So when it comes to the end of the year, we have wishes, or we may have intentions of being a better person. So we take that opportunity now to say, my New Year's resolution is to eat healthy. Or my New Year's resolution is to exercise. I'm going to run around the stadium 2 laps every morning or every other morning. My New Year's resolution is to be more forgiving, or be more attentive, or be a better person. And you find the Muslims adopting this. So when it comes to the end of the year, the Muslim, he wants to be a better person now, so he come out for the Jummah. And then when the New Year start, some people, they keep up with a pace, so they may come out for the next Jummah. Come out for the next Jummah and then go back into our bad habits. Again, this is the way of the Christians. Why? Because the Christians, they are not a people who rectify themselves. They are not a people who rectify their belief. They are not a people who rectify their hearts and their actions. They go to church Sunday. This Sunday here, church packed. Men who never see church before. Same way some of the Muslims come Jummah today, because today is the last Friday in the month. Want to catch back myself. So the Christians, they come out for the New Year's Mass. So they come out Sunday, the Christians, they go to church Sunday, and then they may keep up with it a little while, going to church. But because they are a people who are upon falsehood, they worship a man. And they do all sorts of other evil, not rectifying themselves and their belief and their actions, not rectifying their hearts. They fall back into corruptedness. Same way too, some of the Muslims imitating the Christians, because many of us, we come from a Christian background. So we think it's to go Jummah Friday, like how they go to church on a Sunday, and then we keep up with it 2 or 3 times after that, and then we go back to the partying. We go back to the smoking, we go back to the drinking, we go back to doing the things that we know a Muslim not supposed to do. Why? Because we want to imitate the Christians. So again, brothers, it is for us to rectify ourselves. Not just because it comes to the end of the year and we just have some good wishes. You don't just have good thoughts. You have to have actions behind that. You have the intention to be a good Muslim, and you make actions based upon that. But again, because we are not rectifying our beliefs and our hearts, we turn back to corruptedness. And the rectification starts with the knowledge of Islam, the knowledge of who is your Lord. When you know and you realize that Allah is above everything, and Allah sees everything perfectly, and Allah knows everything perfectly, and Allah hears and sees everything perfectly, and Allah is severe in punishment, and Allah is the one who could bless me. When you have this knowledge, you have this belief, you have it in your heart, you will start to act upon it. Because you know that you cannot hide and sin in front of your Lord, because he sees everything. Because sometimes as Muslims, we come in the masjid and we come with a white jalab and a big smile and there's a big shake hand. But when we are behind closed doors with our wives, with our children, with our parents, we have a mean, nasty way. But when you know Allah is my Lord and your Lord and He's alive, He did not die on a cross, and He's above everything, and He alone should be worshipped, you know you need to walk straight. You need to know that if you are doing something, you do it sincerely for Allah. You don't do it to show off. And you don't just have one face in front of the people and then you have another face in secret. And again, you do not only wait to the end of the year to want to rectify yourself. This is something the Muslim ponders upon during the course of the day. How could I be better? How could I do better to perfect my salah? How could I do better to better my month of Ramadan, the month of Ramadan coming? How could I make this month of Ramadan coming be a better month of Ramadan for me? How could I increase in righteousness? How could I decrease my evil and corrupted ways? This is how it's supposed to be. Not only wait till the end of the year to imitate the disbelievers and think that we are doing something. We need to start concentrating again upon rectifying our hearts. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned that there is a piece of flesh in the body. If it is good, then the whole body is good. But if it is corrupted, then the whole body is corrupted. Verily, it is the heart. So here the Messenger ﷺ mentioned that in the body there is something that is the king of our limbs. Something which controls us. And it is our hearts. And if we do not take care of our hearts and try to base our hearts upon good, if we do not base our hearts upon good, then our actions will not be based upon good. And if we base our heart upon corruptiveness and evil, then that is what our actions will put forth. So if our hearts are good, then we will put forth goodness, righteousness. But if our hearts are corrupted and we do not look to purify our hearts, then we will just be corrupted. Our actions will be corrupted. One of the Salaf, he mentioned Imam al-Awza'i. He mentioned faith is not sound except with correct words. Faith and words are not sound except with good works. And faith, words, and deeds are not sound except with correct intentions. And it must be in conformance to the Sunnah. Those who went before us of our Salaf did not separate faith from deeds. Deeds are a part of faith. And faith is from one's deeds. Iman is a word that brings together these aspects of the religion and is confirmed through a person's works. So whoever believes in word knows in his heart and confirms his belief through his works. then this is the strongest handhold that will never break. And whoever says words of faith but does not know in his heart nor confirms it with his works, it will never be accepted of him. And he will be in the hereafter from those who suffer great loss. So here basically what the Salaf mentioned is that faith is not only in your heart. Because many people like to mention, Allah know what in my heart, whilst they have evil actions, while they have actions that is contrary to Islam, contrary to being a Muslim. So men say, Allah know in my heart. Only God could judge me because God know in my heart. Faith consists of your heart and your actions based upon that which is in your heart. We need to rectify our heart. And people make effort towards the things that they love. Make effort towards the things that they hold dear in their hearts. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu, lahul mulku wa lahul hamd, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala thumma amma ba'd. So again, as Muslims, we do not wait until the end of the year to now want to be a better Muslim. And as Muslims, we strive on a daily basis to do better, because we know even if we are striving hard and we are fasting every day in the blessed month of Ramadan, and we make it to the masjid for every salah, and we make it to the masjid for every Jummah, and we do good deeds, we know that some point in time we fall short. We all fall short. Even those upon righteousness, we fall short by fulfilling the rights of Allah. This is the reality. And even those upon righteousness who know that they fall short in giving Allah His rights, they know that they need to do better. And they need to strive upon rectification. And we need to strive upon seeking Allah's pardon and forgiveness. Why? Because at some point in time during the course of the day we fall short, even those upon righteousness. So again, do not wait till the end of the year to now come, I want to be a better Muslim. Allah know in my heart. And then it come Jummah today, and then next 2 weeks it probably come Jummah, and then after that you fall off the map again. Why? Because you're not rectifying your heart. Again, people make effort to that which they love. We understand this, and this is truth. Everyone knows this. A man makes effort to that which is in his heart. So if Juma is in your heart, you'll make effort towards that. If performing the Salah is in your heart, you will make effort towards that. If forgiving your Muslim brother because you do something wrong, he owes you some money or whatever, seeking your brother's forgiveness because you need Allah's forgiveness, and he who does not show mercy will not be shown mercy. So you love forgiveness in your heart, you'll make effort towards that. You won't just turn away from your brother. You won't just not salam your brother. People make effort to that which is in their hearts. And people make effort to that which is in their hearts because they know it will bring some benefit or it will protect them from some harm. So again, we do not wait till the end of the year. We try to rectify ourselves even if we feel we are upon righteousness. And again, what is in a man's heart will show in his actions. So if you have your family, your wife, your husband, your children, your Muslim brothers and sisters in your heart, that is what will show in your actions. You wouldn't just pass a brother straight. Give him salam. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned, smile in the face of your brother. Smiling at your brother is a charity. When we perform Islam, it is because we have it in our hearts. Some of the Muslims, we can't hold firm. We can't hold strong. Why? Because our hearts are weak. And we need to start rectifying our hearts, because our hearts could go so weak, it become like the devils. When I say become like the devils, you have some people who were Muslim and now they just want to kill Muslim. They're not practicing Islam. They just want to kill Muslim, and they will do anything to reach a Muslim. Why? This person was a Muslim before. Many men, not just one person, many men was a Muslim, take Shahada, same thing come Juma now and again, or come Juma when it's the end of the year. But because they didn't rectify themselves and learn their deen and put forth righteous actions, Allah twist the hearts and place certain circumstances, and now certain men who was Muslim, they just want to kill and war Muslim at any cost. Don't care. Why? Because we're not rectifying the inside. Same thing could happen to me. Same thing could happen to you if you do not take care and rectify your heart. What in a man's heart shows in his actions. Remember that. So you don't just come Juma today, and then when it's carnival, you're looking to jump up. You're looking to go Chocolate City. And then the Muslims up on the hill, or the Muslims in Bagatel, or the Muslims on the Gaza, the Muslims wherever, whether it's Shogunas in Central or South, or wherever part of the world, you find they come practice Islam today, and then tomorrow is corruptiveness. Because why? We're not rectifying the hearts. May Allah make us from those who take heed to the advices, because verily what in the heart will show in the lids. That is why you find some sisters take off the hijab, they're going to jump up in a band. Because why? The carnival and the soca and the loosiness in their heart. So they put in forth that, and then they put it back on, and then they start to function again, and then when they're ready, they take it off again. And then the Muslim brothers, we come Juma today, we take off the jalab. When we reach wherever, on whichever block, we take off the jalab, and then we go into gangster mode, or we go into block mode, and we put on wherever, and we look something not like how we was in Juma, not like a Muslim. Why? Because we harboring things in our hearts. May Allah rectify our hearts, because the hearts is where the deeds, the belief stem from. May Allah rectify our affairs, and may Allah send the help to rectify our affairs. May Allah grant us His mercy, His blessings, His forgiveness, His pardon, His shading, His screening, His love, His pleasure, His protection, safety, security, victory and success, His guidance in this life and the next. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.